at the fair. Eating lots of food, watching lots of people. There's our Popo. Fixing to go right over there and watch some animal racing. Yep, it's an overcast day, supposed to be 98, but the clouds cooled it off, so I'm a happy camper. So, we'll see what else we can record.
A little better than that. Let's try that one more time. I said, how are y'all doing out there? Make some noise. Much better, much better. All right, folks, we want to for coming out and joining us on this beautiful day. I want to say a big hello. My name is Emily, and we have Madeline back here on the pit crew, and this is GasCar, interspecies animal racing at its finest. Now, this is the only place where you guys get to watch goats, sheep, and pigs all racing each other for the title, fastest in the farmyard. Now, who's going to win? Well, we don't actually know. That's why I love it so much, because it's very unpredictable, and we don't know who's going to win. Unlike pig races, where the pig wins every single time. Before these little critters can get running, though, they need to know that you guys are out here cheering them on and rooting for them. Because the louder you guys yell and scream and hoot and holler, the faster they are going to race. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come around. I'm looking for 4 people from the audience to cheer our first set of racers on to victory. Now, it doesn't matter how old or young you are, big or small, we are just looking for people that can get loud and excited, okay? Can you guys handle that? All right, let's do this. I'm going to start over here in section 1. Does anyone want to be a team leader over here? Who's excited? Don't give up, though. You got to keep going. I've got to look around. I'm going to start off with this guy here. He was very excited right off the bat. Yes, come here. Pick out a flag, buddy. We're going red. I'm coming down this way. Who's excited over here? That's pretty excited. I'm going to go with you in the tie-dye shirt. Come on down, sister. Come on down. You got a set of lungs on you. You can cheer enough for everybody out here. There you go. And then you can go ahead and stay, if you're a team leader, stand up here by the flag so you don't have to go back up and down the bleachers there. What color are we going? We're going blue. All right. Coming down this way. Who's excited over here? I'm going to just put a lady in blue and this guy in red right here. Come on, y'all. Folks, give your first round of team leaders a big round of applause. Good job, you guys. If you were not chosen to be a team leader for race number 1, that is A-okay. We've got 2 more races in this show and 2 more chances to team lead. So please do not give up. All right? Now, if you are a team leader, go ahead and raise your flag tall and proud so I know who I am announcing. Let's start off with our red racer. You can usually see this guy down at the Krusty Pork Chop, whipping up those piggy patties. Give it up for SpongeBob Pig Pants for the red team. Coming on down to our green racer. Now, this little lady is in charge of making sure the other 3 Yahoos are racing safely out here today. You have Mrs. Puff for the green team. Coming on down to our blue racer, you are cheering on our tree climbing K-Rotte Choppin' Lammy from Stephenville, Texas. Give it up for Sandy Sheets for the blue team.
The pig?
By a landslide.
Hello, pig. Bag full of fair food. It's fixing to storm, y'all. You ever seen a teepee? There's a blacksmith. Longhorns are over there. Been trying the award-winning foods of the day. Creative Arts Center. Ferris wheel.
It's right here.
So I think we're gonna buy some stuff. Dragonfly. Oh. Try and beat the storm.
One more here, and then the Plains Indians dancers are going to come out here and do a program that you do not want to miss. These guys are awesome. See, I think I'll do some Lazy John and take it into a Spotted Pony. Get away, Lazy John. Lazy John, Lazy John, why don't you get your day's work all done? You're in the shade, I'm in the sun, why don't you get away, Lazy John? I got a gal at the top of the hill, her eyes are crossed and her legs are bowed. But we sure have a lot of fun, why don't you get away, Lazy John? Lazy John, Lazy John, why don't you get your day's work all done? You're in the shade, I'm in the sun, why don't you get away, Lazy John? Going to a dance on Saturday night, won't come home till the moon shines bright. Then I'll take my girl on home, why don't you get away, Lazy John? Lazy John, Lazy John, why don't you get your day's work all done? You're in the shade and I'm in the sun, why don't you get away, Lazy John? Lazy John, Lazy John, why don't you get your day's work all done? You're in the shade and I'm in the sun, why don't you get away, Lazy John?
Rice, Kickapoo Nation, and his son, Mr. Cricket Rice, also Kickapoo and Sack and Flocks Nation. So, just before we get started here, kind of want to get into it, and then I'll explain as we go. Is this anybody's first time here to the show? Anybody's first time? Woo, we got a few first time. Anybody returning? Do we have anybody that's been? Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Hey, you like that? I know you like that. If you like my singing, wait till they sing. So without further ado, it looks like our dancers are ready. We're going to go ahead and bring them on out with a little short version of what we call our grand entry. All our dancers will dance in unison in one single line, and we'll dance in the same song. So without further ado, we'll introduce our Plains Indians dancers. Here we go. Put your fry breads together. Round of applause for our dancers here. Comanche tribe, Mr. John Keel. Next to him, we have a Southern cloth dancer representing the Sack and Fox Nation, Miss Eva Duncan. Next to her, we have a Southern straight dancer representing the Potawatomi tribe, Mr. Mel Hofling. Next to him, we have a lady dancing jingle dress, Miss Sharon Duncan, representing the Sack and Fox Nation. Next to her, we have another cloth dancer, representing the Oto tribe, Miss Pawnee Duncan. And last, but certainly not least, we have one last cloth dancer, representing the Cheyenne and the Creek Nations, Miss Laura Bushyhead. Right, so to get started here, we're gonna do what we call one intertribal. So one intertribal, an intertribal is typically where we all get together. It's a song, kids, women, men alike, doesn't matter the style of dance. It's more of a recreational deal. We all just kind of get out there and just have a good old time and exhibition our styles of dance. After that, we'll go and break it down and we'll explain a little bit about each dance. So if you stick around towards the end of our little session here, there is a crowd participation part. So you will have an opportunity to join us and learn a little bit if you want. So without further ado, I'll turn it over to our dancers for one intertribal song. Guitar. We all dance to the same song, to the same beat, and the same drum during these intertribals. If you'll notice, typically the beat of the drum, these dancers keep their feet with the beat of the drum. If you're off beat, we laugh at you. Hey, hey. All right. right, put your fry bread is right here. John also has a feather in his, an eagle feather, but he's also wearing a wolf head under it. If you look at his back, he's carrying a bustle. That's what we call a bustle. That is an eagle feather bustle there. So what makes him significant in a traditional dancer is that we also call them the single bustle dancers. I don't know if anybody's ever been to a powwow and heard of fancy dancers, the ones real fast, spin around. They typically wear two bustles, one on their back and one tied to their neck. So that's a very different significance between a traditional and fancy dancer, not to get it confused. But these guys also, they represent kind of the warrior style type of dance. You'll see that he's carrying a shield and a fan in one hand, and he's also carrying what was to represent a club, maybe, an attack weapon in the other. So some of his moves, you'll see that he'll be looking around. It's kind of imitate, maybe looking for animal tracks or looking for, animals throughout the field. So just a little bit about his moves and his dancing here. We'll turn it on over to Cricket, Kickapoo, and Mel here to kick off a song here for our Northern traditional dancer. Ha-ta! Watch him duck. The song is called a duck and dive. He's gonna duck on certain parts of this song. All right, put your fry breads together. Aho! Southern. We'll start with the top of his head too. His roach. That is what they call a roach. What he's wearing is tied to his head. It's made of what kind of hair? Porcupine. Porcupine. One of our singers knew. So that is porcupine hair. The hair that looks colored, that's dyed hair. That's dyed. So he's wearing an eagle feather also in his spreader there, in his roach. What's also significant about his outfit is that he's also carrying a fan and a stick to imitate. These guys also imitate hunting. They're also like the hunting type of dancer. They're looking for tracks. You'll see how he kind of looks down. He'll use that stick, or he'll kind of look around. Going down the back, he has a otter skin going down, but his is beaded. And that's typical for straight dancers to wear, going all the way straight down the center of their back. Make sure that's nice and centered. On the sides of his hips, he has yarn belts. That's yarn woven by hand, tied down to make it look like a belt. And typically male dancers wear bells. If they don't wear bells, they wear those deer toes like him and also like John here has. The thing about straight dancers is that they usually tie them around their knees. Something like grass dancers, they put them down here, way down on their ankles, or even like how John has his. So that's just a little bit about his outfit, kind of just pieces that you might not notice. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and exhibition Mr. Mel for the Southern Straight Dance. Hey-ta! your fry breads together. All right. Right. That little second part, there was a stop, and then he kept dancing. There was another stop. So they call that a tail. Most of these straight dancers, when they dance a song, that's typically how they sing it. That's pretty protocol for them to have a tail for their song. It's not uncommon for another male dancer to be dancing that type of song with a tail, but it's typical for straight dancers. So I did mention earlier that there was a crowd participation part. So
Don't you know it's time for shenanigans coming in my show.
Oh, the blacksmiths are done. What?
There's 3 girls going to the mud and busting.
3 girls?
Busting like that.
When does that start?
All right, folks.
What time is it?
3:30.
In this here town. Say we get things started off with a great
You wanna
big
go get something to
Oklahoma
drink?
howdy. Let
Yeah.
everybody say howdy.
Howdy!
Do you want to go over there and look at
As
that?
I said, I'm
You going? Do one.
Yeah, it is.
How you fall?
Oh, was it?
I love watching them just fall. Oh, shit. Yeah. Like, they're like, up! Up! Good thing that's not a horse.
Yeah, there's Cassandra. Good try, Cassandra.
Don't you run! I don't know back. I'm back.
Mutton busting.
Wait, they're going, bro. I just saw
So that means they're sheep, not lamb, right?
Here we go. Come on, cowboy. To church? What a combination. Future job wants to be a teacher. She can teach people how to wrestle and go to church. Fantastic. This is also probably a good time to remind the parents of the Mutton Busters that these children you're strapping on sheep today will pick the nursing home you go in one day. Keep that in mind.
I feel rain.
Yeah, here we go. Let her rip,
You got a rider.
might have some dirt in her face back.
She got it full of dirt.
Did she?
Yeah.
Where's all the ladies in the stands today? Oh, girl power for you. Great job.
Little toughie.
In the grandstands.
So you'd have a buddy at work.
Mutton Busters.
They won out.
You know I'm going to do it?
Here we go.
They always fall off right there.
How about a big round of applause for all of our Mutton Busters here this afternoon?